สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to Buddhism Today, where the world discovers Thai way of Buddhism. Many people believe that Buddhism will last for only 5,000 years, as stated in Vesantara Charaka, the story of one of the Buddha's past life as a compassionate Prince Vesandaran. Is there any truth in that belief?
The prophecy for the Buddha's lifespan of the Buddha's teaching as being 5,000 years is a very interesting topic and a belief amongst Theravada Buddhists. But the question is, did the Buddha actually mention this number, 5,000 years? Actually, we need to consult the texts to find the answer. According to the suttas, Venerable Sariputra once asked the Buddha why in the past some lineages of the past Buddhas, some of their lineages were very long. They lasted a very long time in the world. But other Buddhas' lineages lasted but a short time. And Venerable Sariputra, wanted to know the answer for that. The Buddha explained that those Buddhas in the past who have laid down many Vinaya rules, many monastic rules, their teaching would last for a long time in the world. But those past Buddhas who laid down but a few rules, their teachings would not last a long time in the world. Now, this is according to the Buddha's speech. Now, later, after the Buddha's time, we have the commentators who wrote the texts explaining further the Buddha's words. In their explanation, we find the year 5,000. And they go on to explain the 5-phase disappearance of the Buddha. In Pali, we call this Pancha Antaratana. So the 5-phase disappearance would be, there is no more study of the Buddha's teaching. When there is no more study of the Buddha's teaching, there is no more practice of the Buddha's teaching. When there is no more practice of the Buddha's teaching, there are no fruits from the practice of the Buddha's teaching. When there are no fruits from the practice, there are no samanas, there are no people to take ordination to continue the study of the disappearance of the dhatu, of the relics of the Buddha. This is the 5-phase disappearance of the Buddha. But this is commentarial. This is not the words according to the Buddha, but according to the people who wrote the commentaries, such as the Venerable Buddha Gosacharya. However, we understand that King Mongkut himself did not believe in this 5-point disappearance of the Buddha. He did not believe that the teaching of the Buddha would only last for 5,000 years. Because according to the 4th king, he said the teaching of the Buddha is very good. If we practice it, it will continue to stay in the world for a very long time. So, in conclusion, then we do not need to necessarily believe in this lifespan of the Buddha as being 5,000 years. If Buddhism is something that we practice on a daily schedule and we get benefit from it, then the teaching of the Buddha can last for a very long time.